Welcome to the Whatchagonnawannado podcast.
The show within a show within a show.
As always, I'm Kevin.
Cottsnell and Weaver.
Oh, what? It happened.
I had a brief stroke.
I'm still Caleb.
All right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, tomorrow's Valentine's Day. And later on in the show, we're going to have a special guest. Is it really?
Yes.
We're going to play a Valentine's themed game, which I'm sure you all love.
I bet it's going to be a lot of fun, Scott.
Yeah, it will be.
Yeah.
I've heard great things about
I'm
it.
sure it doesn't suck.
Foreshadowing.
But we will have a special guest.
Yeah, special guest, special game, special players.
That's right.
Special players.
Everybody's special. Today, though, since tomorrow's Valentine's Day, we're going to talk about...
What's tomorrow, Kevin?
Valentine's.
Oh. Did you know it's Valentine's Eve? Happy Valentine's Eve.
Eve. Happy Valentine's Eve to you, Caleb.
And
you know what?
And you.
We talked. You can open one. You can open one present tonight.
Oh, great.
Awesome.
It's PJ.
Just saying, it's PJ.
Oh, right.
Oh, it's all.
Heart-shaped boxers.
This is a family-friendly podcast. They're silk. Oh man,
That's awesome.
sorry.
But we're going to talk about the
Valentine's Day Massacre.
Oh my.
Didn't expect us to go there.
Yeah, that's
and then we'll also talk about Cupid.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
a little cute.
Keeping on a little Cupid.
Okay.
Keeping in the theme.
Yeah.
So, can you guys tell me anything? Do you know anything offhand about St. Valentine's Day Massacre?
Murder.
It happened on Valentine's Day.
I know that for sure.
Almost 100 years ago. It was in 1929.
Really?
Oh, wow.
That's crazy to think about.
100 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mass
in
mass killings were happening
96
100 years ago.
Yeah. Big time. And
Big time? That was a really uncomfortable way to say that. A lot. I'll tell you what. 100 years ago, a lot of big killings.
The only thing I know is that Cupid had nothing to do with them.
Oh.
we'll discuss
Interesting.
that.
Oh, okay.
We'll get into that a little bit.
Yeah. All right.
It's
Food for thought then.
It's gang related, obviously, because all 7 members,
The Bloods and the
all
Crips.
people that were killed,
The Bloods.
they were part of
Even then.
Bugs Moran
Oh, Bugsy.
gang. Yes, they were.
And that's where Disney got the idea for A Bug's Life.
It all fits together.
Yeah.
Linkages. I wouldn't have thought, but it all makes sense.
But if you watch,
like-
now go back and watch Bug's Life and you'd be like, oh my gosh. It all makes sense. They come, they eat,
were,
they leave.
Did they leave?
They were
leave.
an Irish gang.
Okay.
So a lot
Back
of
during Prohibition, so they were all into
bagpipes.
Yeah, they played bagpipes on the.
Murder.
These are the guys. These are the guys that got killed, though.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
So they're on Clark Street,
Oh, really?
and
Where is this at? What
in
city?
Chicago. Where else?
100 years later, and they're still doing the same crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this will be a light,
kinda sad.
a light weekend.
They wish.
They wish only 7 people got involved.
Yeah, they wish it was only 7 people a day. Last Valentine's Day.
Back then, it was a big deal.
Yeah. I would.
Now it's just that. Now they don't even. It's not even holidays anymore. It's just Monday. What do you call a 7-day murder? Murder and 7. 7 people dead in one day.
Yeah,
Tuesday.
happens all the time. But these guys were
We don't even count anymore.
in it was a garage basically where they were at, and
okay.
Were they
they were kind of set up that they were going to be getting a shipment of whiskey coming in.
This is during Prohibition?
Yeah, is this
during Prohibition. So they're,
I was guessing.
selling it,
That's good. That's a great guess.
bootlegging it. And so
An Irish like a whiskey. Stereotypically.
Like a whiskey.
2 guys dressed in police uniforms and 2 other men enter this garage. And then moments later, they exit.
The shot heard around the world.
The police officers are like, escorting these guys out like they've taken them prisoner. But what happens is they bust in. The police officers have shotguns with them. The other 2 guys have Tommy guns. They line these guys up against the wall and just blast away. Unloaded on these guys. And one of the guys, they end up pretty much blowing almost his whole face off.
Oh,
Just like they have Tommy guns. Those things are crazy.
Yeah. There's one guy of these 7 that doesn't die right away. So the police come in and they're trying to question him. He sticks to the mob code and won't say a word. Just has them take him to the hospital, where he ends up dying 3 hours later. They never found out exactly who it was, but
Han shot first.
But
is that not what
it's been widely suspected that it was Al Capone's gang.
Al Capone.
Yeah. Capone at the time was down in Florida. He wasn't in Chicago, so his hands are clean.
He was never where things were when things were happening.
That's true.
But he always
kept his
Caleb's
hands
got a
clean.
really good point.
Yeah.
He's a puppet master.
Oh,
that
yeah.
guy. What a shady fella.
Yep.
Yeah.
He always stayed one step ahead of him. But
Step ahead of the jailer.
yeah. Some people suspected that perhaps,
Son of a gun.
and part of it was because there was men in police uniforms, but some suspected that the police may have actually participated.
Yeah, and there's also speculation also that they just had the uniforms.
Oh,
But
okay.
there
was also a police officer had been killed by this gang not too long before, so they thought some of it
this Irish gang.
Yeah, so they thought some of it might be in retaliation.
And did they have a name, or did they name gangs back then?
They were Bugs Moran's gang, Al Capone's gang. They kind of went by whoever their leader was.
Boring.
They had.
It's a little boring.
Also, Bugs, not a cool nickname.
I mean, they may have been also known as like an Irish gang or something like that.
Peaky Blinders or something.
Yeah.
People.
Yeah.
Dropkick Murphys.
Perhaps.
Dropkick Murphys.
That was
But it was.
that was a mediocre band.
Dropkick Murphys, yeah. That's a cool name.
Yeah. But it was.
It is a great name.
Obviously, pretty brutal. So.
Yeah.
Murder usually is.
Yeah. I mean, and when you throw in.
Rarely is it.
When you throw in machine guns like this.
Yeah.
There's a reason you can't get those anymore.
Yeah.
Oh.
Definitely.
Because they're too much fun. Is that no? That's not what I meant.
Yeah, probably not.
Government doesn't want you to have too much fun.
Pretty cruel though, lining guys up, against the wall. And
That's gross.
Yeah.
It's gross.
Pretty disgusting.
Yeah. Must have been pretty grisly.
Yeah. Did they take the whiskey? Was it?
There was no whiskey.
Oh, there wasn't.
They set them. It was a setup.
They staged the whiskey delivery.
Was going to be delivered.
And then they. Okay.
That's why they were there. And Bugs Moran was supposed to be there.
But was there really no whiskey? Was it maybe that the whiskey did get delivered and Capone's guys took? Was it a double duty?
The people who supposedly were going to bring it were connected with
supposedly
Capone's gang. They weren't. It was a different gang.
I guess we just need to ask ourselves: was Capone's gang just getting risky for the whiskey?
Perhaps. One of the guys that was killed was the same height and was wearing like similar clothing to what Moran wore. They thought Moran was going to be there,
but it wasn't him because different pants.
Apparently, Moran was on his way there. Saw the cops, the people in the cops uniforms.
He said, "Man, we've been made."
Yeah, that's pretty much. That's what I'm sure he sounds exactly like that too.
Yeah, see?
So he turns around, goes to like a coffee shop. Well, calls someone else who's supposed to be going there. Like that? Apparently, that's what I read anyway.
Yeah.
And
let's get some coffee. See?
They probably serve whiskey.
The Irish coffee.
They did not.
Yeah. He called one of the other guys that was supposed to be going there too. Told him not to go.
How?
So those two. He was probably still in his room or whatever. So he phoned him there.
Why did they start every sentence like that?
That's just the way they did. See? Yeah. That's how things were back then.
It's every sentence. It's a fun way of talking, though.
Yeah, it is. I have to admit, it's kind of cool.
Yeah. I get it. It's like it just gets you. It's like the engine fired up. See? We went to the coffee shop, see? I saw the copper. See?
That worked. Yeah. That's beautiful.
Yeah. They kind of spoke almost in telegrams, except for C was where stop would be.
Probably.
Saw the cops. C. Stop.
Yeah.
Went to coffee shop. C. Stop. Don't come to the drop off. C.
I love it. That's great.
Right.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of people today that talking like TikTok and Instagram quotable things. Now people that back then they were talking.
Yeah. People use like initials, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
See?
LOL.
Yeah. So back then they were all talking. It was a lot of telegram talk.
Yep.
Stop.
Sounds right.
Well, again,
it's a theory. I don't think I'm on to something.
I think you're right.
It could very well be.
I'm going to reiterate again. Nothing to do though with Cupid, really.
Well, we'll talk about that.
Okay. All right.
You want to talk about Cupid? What do you know? What do you know about Cupid?
He's a cherub.
The way he's depicted that I've seen, naked boy.
Yeah.
Little flighty, little naked chubby boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was like two depictions of him. One was like a more of like maybe a handsome young man.
Oh,
kind of. The other was the little naked cherub thing.
Cherub, yeah.
And that part came later.
The cherub part. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Was it more of a blending of things, maybe?
Probably.
More like a
because that's what we've discussed this before. Like, but if you look up cherub in the Bible, how it's explained, it's not a little naked baby.
No.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah.
It's much more scary looking.
Yeah, any modern depiction of an angel is usually pretty far off base.
Yeah.
Because there's a reason when people saw him, they told him, hey, probably don't be scared. Yeah. Because fear would be a thing you would definitely have just based off the description of what you're going to see. And a lot of them got eyes in weird places, and that would make you uncomfortable. There'd be some fear for there.
Yeah.
And that's just the smallest part that's scary, I think.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Definitely. Yeah. That's I guess that's not even scary, it's just unsettling. The other parts would probably creep you out, just all the faces and what have you.
Yeah.
A lot of wings. Wings you wouldn't expect.
Yeah.
Wings you didn't see coming.
But Cupid was the son, supposedly, of Venus and Mars.
Oh, okay.
So
planets. I don't think planets can reproduce.
The gods.
Oh, that makes way more sense.
So Venus being the goddess of love.
Venus, Mars. She's got it. You know? Ooh, baby.
Oh, yeah, that's what I've heard.
She's got it.
Venus is
your fire.
Fire. Yeah.
And then Mars was the god of war, right?
He's the god of war.
Or candy bars.
Mars,
or candy bars. Either way, whichever.
So
Mars bar.
Mars bar.
supposedly Cupid had 2 arrows. One was gold, and if he shoots the person in the heart with the gold tipped arrow, they fall in love.
Okay.
The other one was
heart of glass.
lead. And if he shoots them in lead,
poisons
them. Lead poisoning.
Yeah, they wouldn't have known that.
They wouldn't have known that.
Well, just think about lead poisoning for a minute. We'll get back to that.
Oh.
But lead,
wheels within wheels.
if you get shot with the lead one, then you have disdain for the person.
Oh, really? Person. So you kind of hate them?
Yes. And supposedly Cupid was kind of a trickster, and so he would shoot one person with the gold one so they'd fall in love, and then shoot the other person with lead so that they didn't want to have anything to do with the person who's in love with them.
Yeah.
What a sick guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Venus.
What was her name?
Because supposedly,
She's got it.
She did. She was supposed to be beautiful.
Oh, baby.
Well, then she becomes jealous of
Cupid?
No. Cupid's her son.
She
becomes jealous.
You ever read this mythology stuff? There's some freaking
Psyche.
weirdos.
Oh.
Psyche? What?
Psyche.
Psyche? Yeah.
Yeah, because she was supposed to be this beautiful woman. She was mortal, but she was just supposed to be so beautiful, and everyone was coming to see her just to look upon her beauty. Venus became jealous.
Okay.
So she wanted Cupid to, I don't know if it was she wanted Cupid to shoot someone who was coming to see her so that, they wouldn't be able to stand her or what. Yeah. But anyway, Cupid goes to see her, and he's taken in by her beauty. So he goes, back to see her all the time. Well,
he didn't even have to shoot himself with an arrow. That's how beautiful.
He shot himself by accident with the arrow.
And the lead one?
So he falls in love with her.
Oh.
Well, it sounds, I'm going to be honest with you. It sounds a little bit like he was already taken with her anyways.
But he should have shot her. So
that's true.
With him.
Common.
But he knew that because he was a god, he couldn't, in his mind anyway, he couldn't be with her. So, and he didn't want to upset his mom. So he was just in love with her from afar or whatever. So that's
beautiful.
That was the story anyway.
Oh, okay.
That's Cupid's story, and he's sticking to it.
Yeah, that's what we're sticking to. But, as we've all, listened to like a lot of the Han and Cosmos and stuff, these gods, we've come to think a lot of them were probably just, actual fallen angels that were demonic.
Probably demons. As the Han and Cosmos guys say,
probably demons.
Probably demons. Yeah.
So here you have Cupid.
Mm-hmm. Probably a demon.
Probably a demon. We're being honest.
Mm-hmm. gun to my head. Tommy gun to my head.
He's a demon.
Tommy gun to my head. I'm saying probably
demonic. So that brings us back
to the New York groove.
Or Chicago.
Oh, the Chicago.
Chi-Town.
Yeah.
The Windy City.
1929.
Windy City.
Day of love.
Ooh.
Valentine's Day.
Cupid's birthday.
Sure.
Yeah. One of his big days.
Yeah,
it's
the biggest.
It's his big day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everyone's making cards with him.
That's right.
That's right.
Valentine's Day is to Cupid what Christmas is to Santa Claus.
Very much so.
That's good.
So.
Yeah,
so you think they're both demons?
Peddling his chocolate.
So you think they're both demons then?
I don't think Santa's a demon.
I don't think so either. I just thought that was a weird take you were having.
I wasn't having that take.
Well, Scott kind of thought that's what you were getting.
But we've got Cupid.
Yeah.
This day.
Yeah. He's out. Is that when he does most of his work?
Apparently.
That's
one would
Sweetest Day?
No, that's a different day.
Oh. Well, then he's got 2 days.
Do you think he does some Sweetest Day stuff?
Well, probably.
It's opportunity knocks.
That's true.
Well,
it doesn't knock twice. Or it does for Cupid.
Apparently it does. For Cupid. He's out there peddling his chocolates and his Hallmark cards.
His Hallmark cards, yeah.
Big stake in Hallmark, apparently.
I think he's the majority shareholder.
Probably.
He's the majority, yes.
And so...
Almost Shark Tank.
So much Shark Tank. Big old stogie in his face and big old long table.
And his
little legs propped up.
like the cartoon baby from Roger Rabbit. Yeah, that's what I'm picturing.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, his little legs are
very much so.
I'm out. They don't even make their pitch. He just sees them walk in and he doesn't like the cut of their jet.
That's right.
So we're back here in 1929. Mm-hmm. You got these gangs, they're rival gangs, but I mean, we don't know the whole history.
Yeah, they could have. Maybe at one time they were in a gang together and there's some betrayal.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And as someone wise once said, I heard recently, that a lot of times hate comes from love.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true. The truest form of hate, they say,
is born from love.
Which makes sense.
You can't truly love something or hate something unless you loved it first.
Because then you're just indifferent.
Yeah.
But if you really hate something,
that's pretty
wise. You had to have loved it at one time.
Mm-hmm. Profound.
Very profound.
That's pretty profound.
So you got perhaps these guys working. These guys working together, bootlegging. Something happens between Capone and Bugs Moran. They go their separate ways, and now they're rivals.
Yeah.
So
hardening.
So lead poisoning.
Oh, yeah.
Often when people were shot,
that's true.
It's said, especially like Old West and stuff, they died of lead poisoning because of the bullets.
Because they were...
Well, these gentlemen, they died from lead poisoning.
Yeah, because too many bullets.
And who shoots lead?
Cupid.
Nice.
So was Cupid at the heart of the St. Valentine's Day Massacre?
Whoa, he did. Wow. Did you mean to do that?
I did.
Wow. My goodness.
Wow. That's something. Yeah, that's like beautiful.
Wow.
It's like
poetic.
Yeah.
My goodness.
It's like watching somebody build a house of cards. It was like, wow.
I felt like I was listening to like one of the... now you know.
Oh,
the rest of the story. I'm
like, Harvey.
I thought I was doing some
that's something.
Goodness.
That's awesome.
What a wordsmith.
Why, thank you.
Wow, what a turn of phrase.
Well, I never thought Cupid would be involved, but now I'm thinking.
Well, I think there's no way he wasn't.
Yeah, it's almost like I didn't think at all, but now I'm thinking there's no really way he wouldn't be.
No.
Yeah, got it.
That's an opportunity.
It only makes sense.
And if that was one of his games, he thought, what would be more fun, Because it's obviously very devious.
Yeah, he's very much into chaos.
Yeah.
And
what's more chaotic than multiple people getting slaughtered?
Yeah.
On a day that's supposed to be for love. I'm sure he got quite the chuckle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And what's more demonic than
mass murder?
Mass murder.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah.
And then the blame may go on to Capone,
right?
And that continues to create ripples of.
And I maybe need to walk back what I said earlier about Capone. Maybe not even his fault.
Well,
or maybe they were just pawns in Cupid's game.
Yeah, or maybe the arrow was shot when Capone was just in Florida, just having a good time.
Yeah.
Probably not with his mistress, as some would say. All right. Let's be honest. It probably wasn't his wife. I mean,
I think
was he even married?
I'm sure.
I mean, from what I know, Capone,
was he married?
An international man of history.
He had a very low IQ.
Oh,
surprisingly enough. For someone who was running this organization.
He had street smarts, see?
He had street smarts.
Yeah.
A little moxie, see?
Moxie. Full moxie.
And I believe he also had syphilis.
Oh,
Yeah. Well,
that's a hot take.
Sad.
so probably not his wife.
Yeah,
Somebody's maybe, but not his.
but not. yeah. Doesn't seem like it, does it?
No, it doesn't. Meh.
Yeah. See?
Do you think that's why they made those choices? Because they were riddled with syphilis?
Could have been.
Oh, good theory.
So it's just nonsense. Just
Yeah, see?
and brains are boiling. I actually don't think I know what syphilis does, but it can make your brain boil. Sure.
I think it's supposed to be.
I think it does
if it can
affect
go
your
to
brain.
its end, it can make you.
Yeah.
So that would track.
Yeah.
I think. I mean,
Oh man.
Bring us out of this.
I don't know how we get out of this. We've come up with a lot of theories on this show, and this clearly is the most realistic.
yes. This
This
the one
is certainly one of them.
Yeah.
Maybe the most.
I think this is the one that hits the farthest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The biggest stretch.
Yeah. No, I mean it hits the. It's the best.
It's the nail on the head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It shoots the heart with the proverbial arrow.
Yeah.
I may say, the lead one.
And it's you, the listeners, decision whether the arrow was tipped in gold or tipped in lead.
What? They killed him. I think if it would the arrow
Oh yeah.
would be shot.
Well, he's saying.
Oh, proverbially, like metaphorically.
Metaphorically.
Yeah. So comment. Tell us what do you think happened? Do you think Cupid has something to do with it? Cupid demons? Maybe.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah. We'd love to know what you think.
Yeah.
Did you stop playing this?
We don't do this
Was it
just for
because of
ourselves.
syphilis?
No.
We're doing it for you out there.
Yeah, for educational reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're bringing you the truth so that you know.
Well, I mean,
And we're presenting the facts.
truth
We're presenting the facts, and we just want
as
you.
we see them.
And we want you to digest them. Tell us how you feel about what we're saying. And if you stop listening, don't feel like you need to comment.
But smash that button.
Yeah. Like it.
Give us a
Like
like.
it if you stop listening.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I could see.
We'll get you coming or going. Either
that's
you're
right,
yeah.
just hit the like button.
Yeah, let us know you stopped this video by hitting the like button and share it.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
But stick around because Scott's got some really great stuff we're going to talk about here coming up.
Yeah, and I would say
then
that's
there's this awesome
that's
game later on.
Yeah. There's a game. What's coming up next is deeply rooted in facts. This one, I could see where you could say maybe it's not.
Yeah.
Subjective.
Yeah, subjective.
Yeah. Cackles from our live studio audience. Sometimes we can't keep them reined in.
That's right.
It just gets so.
For those of you that don't know how, what's happening in the back, it's kind of like the Today Show where they have all the people.
The live.
They get a little crazy.
Yeah.
So they're back.
A lot of support.
Yeah.
A lot of support. You won't notice it so much on the videos, but live we get the crowds there.
Yeah.
We pack them in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're like a lot of your favorite bands.
And they
We're a lot
see
better
it live, so they don't bother watching.
No. Yeah, that's what it is.
That's perfect. Yeah. I can live with that.
And it's all true. Just like this Cupid stuff, it's all truth.
It's all true. Any footnotes?
What else can be said? That hasn't been said
Kind of
already.
what I got.
Yeah.
We'll just kind of leave it with that, I guess.
Yeah. And let us know.
Wrapping it up with a bow, eh?
Yep.
And arrow.
There.
We'll see you on the backside of this.
All right. Well, we're back. We have a special treat for you. Scott has done a deep dive into some apologetics for us. And so we're going to be discussing today, possibly next week. Depends on how things go.
Yeah, thanks, Kev.
Because Scott does a good job this week. Maybe we'll do it again.
No,
that's not what you meant.
There's a plethora of
I've
material.
Been on the block for a while now.
You're not the one on the block.
There's a lot of material.
Yeah.
So, depending on how it goes, we may carry it on next week, maybe another week, or just depends. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. So, with that said, the floor is yours.
Oh, thank you, Kev.
Go for it, Scott.
Well, let's start off with my name's Scott. I've been I just want to start off with the idea what apologetics kind of means.
Yeah.
Just for people out there. I mean, it is a lot. You can get into a lot with it.
Yeah.
So we're going to kind of hit the highlights a little bit, but even that being said, what Kevin just said, that could even go spill into another show, but we'll see. But there's a couple definitions I took with that. There's kind of the more scholarly, where they throw in some words, and then there's a lot more layman one. But the layman, the more, I guess, grounded one is that the answer is for the reasonableness of our faith in Christianity. So,
yes,
that kind of says it there. You want to get scholarly, and then you get all this stuff like religious discipline of defending religious doctrines through this systematic argumentation and discussion, and so I mean it's basically the same thing. I mean, what I get from it's just kind of defending your faith.
Yeah,
right.
And despite what you may think the word is, we're not apologizing for
good. That's a good point.
Yeah, because a lot of times people hear that, and that's what they might automatically think.
That's
they're
a great
apologizing
point.
for being Christians.
Very good. Yeah. Yeah, certainly not apologizing. It doesn't mean that for sure.
Right.
I had an interesting quote. I came along a podcast, and they were talking about, I think, this is in the way of apologetics, but I'll just get this out of the way real quick. And for everybody listening, no matter where they are, whether they're even Christian or not, or just thinking about it, or intrigued, or maybe they're anywhere and walk along the faith. But I mean, it's all good for knowledge. I mean, I think that the more you know about Christians and the faith, at the very least, there's a respect behind what we believe.
Right.
It's not, yes, there's faith. Yes, there's, our beliefs, but there is actual evidence to back these things up.
Right.
So with that, there was a quote again that I heard the other day, which I thought was, you guys may have heard this before. But talking about, in this case, the birth of Jesus Christ, and being that it's a virgin birth, the quote was, and I thought kind of interesting, an atheist believes in the virgin creation of the universe.
Right.
But not in the virgin birth of Jesus Christ, which, like I said, you may have heard that one before. It struck me as very succinct, and kind of expresses in some ways, at least between the atheists maybe, and the Christian, the gulf that there is in terms of belief and evidence. And so,
great quote.
Yeah, I just thought that was cool. I hadn't heard it put that way. It's very.
I heard it, but I hadn't either. But I heard it somewhere this week as well. So
did you?
I don't even remember what I listened to, like a lot of podcasts this week. So I don't know.
I heard a very similar quote. So probably the same place. Yeah,
probably.
It's really all three heard the same podcast, but we couldn't put our finger on it.
No, I can't remember.
But it's a great quote, and it's very true. Very true.
With that being said, to kind of lead us into sort of the discussion of the Bible and the evidence for the Bible as not only a book of belief, but an historical record of places, events, persons, people. And that's kind of the first section on this. You can see how far we get with that today, but I think the next section's going to be on Jesus and his resurrection. So we'll start with certain points about the Bible. One big thing right off the bat is the uniqueness of the book. A lot of people have talked about it. I'm just joining the large crowd of people that have talked about it in apologetics, how unique it is. There are over 40 plus authors, all from various states of human living. There's kings, there's peasants, there's shepherds, there's all kinds of people and their voices, kind of an amalgamation of those in the scripture. So it's not just maybe written by some scholar or scholars, and it's not written by the upper uppities that you may think have the knowledge of these things. I mean, a lot of these are brought on by the peasants and by some of the poorer of that time. And so you get a good cross section of different voices. That'll go into the next, or do you guys have any?
No, keep going.
Okay,
doing good.
The next one is the point of circulation. Currently, the Bible is still the best-selling book of all time, and
that's so cool.
It's not really even close.
Nothing else compares. Right.
Yeah, they don't even mention it anymore as far as like the fact that it just outsells every other book.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, Caleb's right. They don't even mention it.
Yeah.
Us Christians are the only people who still talk about how it's the best-selling book of all time.
Yeah, it's the best.
And it's not like it's slowing down. We just still keep chipping away.
Keep chipping away. The figures that I have now, these are definitely dated, realizing, but we're going to go back a ways. But at 1995, there was approximately about 5 billion copies.
Oh, God.
Wow.
And that's 30 years ago.
So you can only imagine.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
and you all, and I love it. It's one of my favorite fictional books of all time, Lord of the Rings. Mm-hmm. Just as a comparison, and around that time in the 90s, it had sold about 150 million. So,
wow.
I'm talking 5 billion to 100. And Lord of the Rings, we all know that's, heralded as pretty much the greatest fantasy.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're coming up with something obscure comparing it. Right. Lord of the Rings, and that's only a fraction.
Yeah.
Right.
And some of these points are just going to show all the importance of the book, in that how many is sold, the circulation. We're going to talk about a little bit about the translations of the book. All this shows how important this book is.
Right.
So these are all figures and a way of looking at it from that perspective, even before we get into what's some of the content and stuff.
Sure.
But that does bring me into the translation portion. I know that there's probably different figures. I'm sure there are. But the figure that I have is roughly 2,200 translations, but that could be very much more.
They're constantly working on getting it translated into more and more.
Yeah, I know.
Bible Project, right?
Yeah,
Their goal is to have it be in every language.
Yeah,
I think they're very close to reaching that.
Church we attend has a couple who's a missionary in a part of Africa where they've been working on a translation of the Bible for
wow, Caleb,
years.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That is awesome. I didn't know that. That's really neat.
Cool. Yeah.
We'll move into the next portion, kind of under the uniqueness of the Bible. These are kind of like, if we're doing an outline, these would be like, A, B, or 1 and 2, and then A, B below that. My favorite, I don't know why it is, but my favorite of this type of evidence is the manuscript evidence.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about, it just blows me away. I mean, more than, and I'm just going to break it down for the figures that I have, but we'll just say 5,600 or more Greek manuscripts, 10,000 of what they call the Latin Vulgate, which is kind of the Latin translation, and then somewhere upwards of almost 10,000 of other versions, meaning other translated versions, with a total of around 25,000.
And these are from antiquity.
Yes, I'm sorry, Kev. Yes, I'm sorry. I should have mentioned that.
Yeah.
Yes, these are ancient manuscripts.
Right.
Yeah, this is somebody at home writing down a couple things and
Exactly.
throwing, here's my manuscript.
Yeah.
I've washed it in tea, and it looks really old.
Looks pretty
No,
old.
these are all.
I burn the edges.
I mean, these are all verified ancient manuscripts. I don't know why that just blows my mind.
Oh, it's
And I
because
totally agree because it's
I think you might be
amazing.
getting into why. I think you're setting this
Caleb
up for why
already
it's
knows.
mind blowing.
Yeah.
This is probably the comparison.
Yes.
is that the Homer's Iliad, which is among the oldest ancient writings,
Right.
among the oldest, is and I should say writings. It's a poem, second. That means this is the second to the Bible, and 643.
Not even close.
Not even in the ballpark.
And I realize that depending on updated figures, this may be a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I mean, the generalized, that's how.
Well, this consensus is big gap.
Right.
Caps. Yeah. Big caps.
And I heard just this week that Beowulf, there's one copy
There's
from
one?
antiquity.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I heard that too.
Really?
Seems like we listen to the same things.
Maybe.
Well, we did send each other a couple
We
podcasts
did.
this week.
We did.
You mean, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
You mean I'd studied that in English and there was only one copy
Yeah,
out
one
there?
One copy.
So I don't want to. There's a good chance it probably wasn't real.
Yeah.
I don't want to burst your bubbles.
You mean Grendel wasn't a real beast?
No, probably not. Wow.
And as far as tracing like the lineage of it, like they can with the Bible, where the oldest manuscripts agree with, even the younger, still talking about in antiquity. But, you can compare how, if there's been any changes, to the versions.
To the versions, yeah.
And
Very good point, Kevin.
they match up. There's ones that are hundreds of years later, and they're still the same as the ones the first ones they have.
Yeah, and there
so
could be
with this-
misspellings or words in different places,
Right.
but it's all gonna say the same thing.
And some of it can be attributed to the way how language develops.
Spellings are different.
Spelling, like with English, in America, if it's the word color, it's COLOR, where the British will use the U, CO.
Yeah, we spell gray with an A. They spell it with an E. I got into a whole thing this week where I just kept spelling with an E for some reason. I don't know.
Just spell
The
it
British
with
part of
an E.
me was coming through, and
It's just coming through.
I was like, why do I keep doing this?
I just keep doing it.
So a
I
lot of
sent
it,
an email a couple times. And I'm like, this is
This is great.
a lot of the differences are things like that don't matter. They don't change anything.
They don't change the meaning of
a lot of the just the language and not the.
To illustrate that, Kev's, that's perfect. Right into the next. That's awesome. a lot of the oldest manuscripts are what they called the Masoretic text, coming from the Masoretes, which were Jews that were essentially 7 to 10 century there, and they were just a Jewish class that were not that they all aren't to some degree, but they were really traditional. And they had found some manuscripts of the Masoretic text, which is a lot of them, not nearly all.
Yeah.
About 7th to the 10th century. And then, like Kevin said, finding that some of these Masoretic texts, a lot of them would then agree to what they found in 1946 through 56 that we now know as the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Yeah.
And you're talking the 7th century through the 10th, and then 1946 to 1956.
Yeah.
And they're still, the meaning and information is backed up by the documents. So it's just, it's incredible.
It is. So cool. It's awesome.
I think that, I understand with the way people are so, brought into the culture, into society, and what they hear through media, and maybe their friends and maybe family members, but and either not touch on those kinds of facts or just don't know them.
Right.
But when you come across those facts, those facts shouldn't necessarily convert you per se, but what they can do is, again, in this apologetic manner, is evidence and get somebody who may not quite be there with the bulk of the Word of God and of the Son Jesus Christ, Lord and Savior, but they might get at it that way. They might, oh wow, it's unbelievable.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's why this kind of thing is important for us as Christians to go back and study and learn, so that we're doing what apologetics is. We're making a defense, for what we believe, and that's so important. And for people who are, on the outside, and they're trying to study and look into this thing, you can't blame someone for not wanting to have blind faith. What I'm saying? And so, when they can see that these things are true, that helps them. On the other side of that, though, some people want to have the answer to everything. And that's, they keep searching and searching. Well, that's good. You've got all these old manuscripts. That's important. But what about this? What about that? And we can never know everything. It's got to eventually come to faith.
Yeah.
And so it's important to realize that if you're not a Christian and you're listening to us three guys talk about this, listening to the other people who probably know, a whole lot more than we do, discuss these things, that, it's important, and, we encourage you to dig into these things.
Yes.
Because, that's how you're going to learn, that there is truth here. But at the same time, realize that we're never going to know everything. And this is a faith. You have to trust in it at some point and come to believe it, in your heart, that this is, ask God to reveal it to you. Even if you're not sure He's there, pray, ask God, if you're real, show me. Mm-hmm. He will. Yeah. God will do that. He'll show you this. And that's why, it's so important. But it's important for us, like I said, as Christians, to dig into this, to know this, so that, when we come across people who don't know, we're able to share with them, well, this is why we believe, that this book is true and real, that thing.
Yeah, awesome.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's awesome, Kev. That's perfect.
Yeah,
that's just great. You were talking about certain people come to belief in different ways, and it may be through this way, it may be through something else, maybe through a testimony, it may be, there's just all kinds of things that can prick up somebody's ears and their mind to pursue something, and or heart.
Yeah.
And this is a way for those who aren't there yet, and it's certainly a way for us Christians, like you were saying, Kev, to defend our faith.
Yeah.
That brings, you guys watch or listen to that Daily Wisdom podcast. It's really good. But anyways, he had a professor from Cambridge on. I think his name's Robert Williams, and they were talking. It's funny enough because I watched it yesterday when I was finishing up, getting some notes together, and it happened to be on skepticism, the Bible, and skeptics, and he was talking there towards the end, because the guy usually asks the host, is there anything that you want to tell me and or our viewers that I didn't ask you about? And he said, well, not really, but understand that even if there were iPhones or some form of camera outside the tomb, and the stone rolled away, and Jesus came walking out, provided we could even capture that on something, because this is a divine event, so who knows? But let's just say you could. There still would be people thinking that was somehow doctored. So, like Kevin said, there is a point. We do have all these facts, and that's great, and arguable evidence certainly, but it's still gonna be faith in the end.
Yeah.
And I think that's what he kind of saying, that there's
exactly,
especially in today's culture with everybody and the information flow and people with their own axes to grind or theories or agendas. They could look at that, oh well, that was done with wires and some lighting, and that was really carved out of styrofoam and or something.
Exactly.
So I just thought that was interesting.
And this kind of sad thing is with people that are like that, they'll be like, well, I don't have faith to believe in that, I'm not really a person of faith or something. But they do have faith in, they'll put their faith in false things. And so often, and a lot of times, like there's, I don't know if you're going to talk about some of the other gospels that aren't true.
Actually, no, not this time.
But, there's some that are out there that, were never accepted, and there's reasons for that, because they'll see things in that, and they'll buy into that, and so they'll deny the true gospel because they've seen this other thing.
And I think it's some secret hidden knowledge.
Yeah. And so that's where they're putting their faith in that. And but they'll be like, well, I can't trust that, but I'll believe this other thing.
I'll bring this other thing.
So that's
very
awesome.
well. That's awesome.
And it looks to me like you have a lot more.
A fair amount.
And I think this is a good discussion, and I think we should, go ahead and do this next week, go on from here.
Yeah.
And because it's,
let this puppy run its course.
Let it run its course.
Yep.
That's the way we do things around here.
Yeah.
And because you've done a lot of research, and this is good stuff, Scott.
It's great stuff, Scott.
You've done
Thank
excellent
you.
job. We really appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you guys too, adding to it, and just wonderful guys. Thank you.
Sure thing.
It's a privilege, really. It really is to be able to share this stuff.
It's a privilege to be able to do this.
A potential audience out there.
Yeah.
It really is.
Exactly.
Thank you.
And so, be sure if you have any comments, questions, leave in the comment section.
Please.
Write them in.
Yeah.
Send a letter send a postcard to Caleb.
Postcard.
His address.
Email, snail mail. Professor X Xavier.
We're on X. Formerly known as Twitter.
Oh, I meant X.
And we have
Professor
we have our Facebook page that you can
Yeah.
if you can find it, you can comment on there.
You have the MySpace. Your MySpace is still up, you said?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Don't leave that
Zanga.
out.
You got a Zanga?
Bebo or whatever.
Bebo?
Yeah.
Yep. Send them a message on WhatsApp.
Okay.
Smoke signals, whatever it takes. Thank you very much.
Yep.
We're back, and as promised, we have our special guest, my Valentine,
No, that's nice.
Kim Clark,
Yeah.
Hey.
also known as our producer.
I have nothing to do with it.
She is our special guest, though, and she's going to participate in a little game we're going to play here in a minute. But first, Scott,
Yes.
got the news of the day.
Oh boy, yeah. Of course, today,
Yeah.
as in every day, really. There's some good rains shall fall. You know,
Oh
yeah, bad rains, drought,
Plague, death.
plague, death. There's some births today and some passings today. So I'll go ahead and get into a couple of the famous births today.
All right.
One of them is frontman, punk frontman.
And the day is
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I got all crazy. I got excited.
You got us so excited.
February 13th. Yeah.
Right.
This day, February 13th, because that's when we're doing this podcast. It's being shown out to everybody today.
Live as we're doing it.
Yes. First up, famous front punk man, Henry Rollins. The lead singer, if y'all know, of Black Flag, and then he went on, did solo stuff. He did speaking engagements. He's actually a pretty smart fella.
right.
Yeah.
He's well-spoken, smart guy. And then let's get into, how about Jerry Springer?
Oh.
Yeah.
Controversial figure.
He's he's a bit controversial because, well, that thing, I haven't
whole
heard
thing.
there's like this month or coming soon a documentary on that whole
Yeah, that's right.
whole
Yeah.
thing. Where it's like, the fights were real or not, or I heard like some of them were saying that they were supposed to fake the fights, and you know, that some of the stuff wasn't real, and then others said no, it is, but I don't. But yeah,
It was
very
all just crazy.
It was, yeah, it was
a
very
hot
crazy.
mess.
And he's from
Who's the mayor of Cincinnati?
Mayor of Cincinnati. That's right.
Fellow Ohioan.
Oh boy, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot to take on.
It is a lot.
It really is.
with his show and the whole
All the
controversy.
shenanigans.
Yeah,
Tomfoolery even.
Tomfoolery. Well, not to be outdone, there are those who have, pushed up the proverbial daisies, and that some of these you may not know.
Quite often the case.
Yeah, you do sell them pretty good though.
Yeah, you seem to like everyone.
Yeah, and you say it like, and you say it sometimes like Well, we all know.
Like you shouldn't.
It's a
gift.
Well, maybe. It's a curse, really.
It's your burden, huh?
It's your burden. But hey, Steve McNair.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Aaron McNair.
Yeah.
There's another documentary about that.
Is there?
Well, I believe, yes.
He was murdered.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, murdered.
There's a bit of.
Well, that's a little distasteful.
Well, we can move on to Gregory Hines.
Gregory,
The ketchup guy.
Dancing.
the dancing ketchup guy.
Oh.
Put on a bottle. And
I was thinking Gregory. I know it's bad because he was a very talented dancer.
Very.
But the thing I keep thinking of him is in the movie Running Scared with Billy Crystal, and of course Michael McDonald doing the soundtrack.
Oh boy.
Shine, Sweet Freedom.
Yep. I forgot about that.
If you know this song, it's pretty much the Michael McDonald delivery.
I thought you were going to say it's pretty much my theme song.
Shine, Sweet Freedom.
If you know the song, then you know me.
Shine, Sweet Freedom.
Because Michael McDonald is your inner dialogue.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's that inner Muppet kind of.
He does have a Muppet-like quality.
Kind of. A little. But I'm not shortchanging the guy.
No,
very
talented.
Very talented. Yeah. Had a lot of.
Some could say. Some could say he's talented.
Yes. He was.
I'm not.
Yeah. I'm not.
I don't mind him.
There's a lot of people that love him.
You're the demographic.
He's a demographic. But he sang the. Kim knows the song.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I'm not going to sing it, but I know it.
Shine, Sweet Freedom.
I would normally bust out into song with it, but
I'm sure it's beautiful.
It is gorgeous.
Yes.
It's gorgeous. Heartfelt.
Mm-hmm.
Always with Michael McDonald.
He really is.
I don't think he ever
sang Sweet Freedom.
I don't think he ever sung a song without his whole soul.
right.
No, I don't think so.
If he didn't, he pulled it off really well.
Yeah.
I think it's all in the beard.
You think
It's the magic of that.
like a Samson sort of figure?
Yeah.
But instead of the long hair, his soul.
you don't shave your
Was
beard.
in the beard.
The soulfulness of his singing.
Is through that.
Through the
It's
beard.
through the.
That's why I haven't
hairs
trimmed
and
mine
that
up.
kinda.
And do you think
Caleb, do you
think that's like for all singers? And do you think maybe that's played into Bowie and Elvis Costello maybe?
Oh, you mean because you don't feel they're talented?
I just said maybe a beard wouldn't have hurt.
I feel you leaning.
You're pretty obvious.
But that's another.
Did I telegraph?
You're among the minority in this group.
He is the
for that.
minority in this group. Everyone else in this.
I absolutely love them.
Everyone else on this stage.
This isn't a stage.
Well, I should say, yeah.
In this studio, everyone else in this studio,
Even the producer likes Bowie.
Producer,
Yep.
Well, he does.
he does like Bowie.
Costello?
Bowie, man. I love Costello.
Yeah, he also likes freeform jazz.
Well, I like that too.
Well, I said what I said.
You got any more?
Touche, Caleb. No, let's go with those.
Alrighty.
This go round.
We'll get into our game then.
Okay.
Sorry, we're having too much fun.
Can't have too much fun. This
It could be more fun than the game.
can't allow that.
I'll tell you what, this game better really step it up because we were getting into some stuff and
He was ready to go.
yeah, we were halfway through flowing.
We don't want to take down Bowie.
No.
Here's your cards.
I think that's all right.
Oh, cart.
We each get some?
Yes, but hang on. It is written.
So it is written.
So it is.
All right. There's some printed stuff.
We can see. Did you
Not
color
all
these?
of them.
What are you, 5?
Who gets what? Is this my stack?
Yes. You each get a stack.
Am I allowed to look at them?
No, do not look.
Okay.
Do not turn them over.
All right. Oi, I don't know if I like this game already.
So what the deal is I'm going to give you
Can I
What
just
you
say
gonna wanna do?
the cutting job?
what you want to do.
The cutting job on these are pretty good.
Yeah, they
Did you
are.
do that?
I feel like I'm being put on the spot
do
here,
that.
though. I'm a little bit nervous, a little bit scared.
Did you?
I had nothing to do with this.
A grown man cut these hearts out.
I use skills I learned.
You fold them in half and you go around.
Class.
Yeah, I got it. I get it, but I don't.
I didn't even make an outline. I just did it
Really?
freehand.
You just
But he colored them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because I wanted it to look good.
That's cool.
For who?
Well, I mean,
You think that's gonna pick up? Let me
Can
know.
you see it?
Let me know if you can see the color at home. Comment below with the color of this is.
So the answers are all
They're okay.
Valentine related. All right.
Okay.
I will give you.
What are the cards for?
do we get to look at these eventually?
Yes.
Okay.
What we're going to do is I will give you a question, a statement, whatever. The answer is on these cards.
The answers are in
All right.
Okay.
And oftentimes, all of these are 1 or 2 word answers. All right. The actual answer on a couple of them might just be 1 word,
Okay.
but more often than not, it's more than 1 word than what you have. So what you're going to do, you're all going to look through it.
What you're gonna want to do.
What you gonna want?
You're going to look through, find the right one,
Okay.
lay it face down, don't show the others the answer, but the first one to lay it down will get to guess first. Everyone will look at all your answers, okay? But the person who lays down first with the right answer will get a chance to answer the whole question, not just the word that's on here.
Oh.
You understand what I'm saying?
I think so.
Say, this word's not on here, but it's...
This word's not on here.
Say the word.
The word.
The answer was pink, okay?
Okay. Was pink. Okay.
And I said, Molly Ringwald was in this movie.
Okay.
That's not a clue, but okay.
Yeah.
And so you find pink, and you lay down pink first, Scott. Or you lay down first.
It was pretty.
You'll
Pink.
get to say pretty in pink.
Pink was a singer.
Okay.
You just.
You'll see as we go through the question how it relates.
I think
I
You'll
would
get
like
1
that.
point. So I will have to keep track, or you can keep track of your own points.
Side's gonna have to keep track.
You get 1
you're
point.
not playing, but you're
keep track of your own
participating.
points.
Okay.
You get 1 point
can't
for
do that.
having the right card,
have to hold
so
the
you can
finger.
all get 1 point on each question,
This
Okay.
little,
theoretically. And you'll get 3 points.
You are keeping track
if
of
you're
mine.
the one that gets the correct answer.
That's the correct one. So we'll be looking at these when you read
Eventually.
the question.
Can we look at it
After
now?
I read the question, then you look through, find
You
it,
gotta find
Okay.
the answer.
All right.
Okay.
each time, and then kind of shuffle them up.
Shuffle them up. Okay.
Wait. Can the same word be used more than once?
Ooh, good
Yes.
question. Ken.
Okay. So it's
I have.
You can tally their points.
everything is kept on
And I
here.
actually have a quick question. Could this game be any more difficult?
The game is
So
simple.
all of my cards could be used in any question.
Right.
Did we overcomplicate this?
No,
So it's not like put one aside.
I think it's pretty
It's
simple.
not like put one aside.
No, you'll
Okay.
put it back in each time.
Okay,
You'll
all
put
right.
it back in each
Okay.
time.
Each time you. Okay, got it.
Some of them are repeated more than once.
That's why. Okay.
And who do we think's going to win this game?
I am.
I don't even understand. I think
The winner is Kevin.
The winner.
I'm not competing. I'm your friendly
you
host.
know who the real losers are? Those who have to watch.
And with that, we will begin.
Okay.
All right.
It was the reason Stevie Wonder phoned.
Oh.
You gotta find it.
Oh.
So Kim lays down first.
Oh my gosh.
Got second.
Distant
Caleb
third.
was third. So if you all have the word love, you each get 1 point.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the answer.
I just called to say I love you.
Oh.
Very good.
That's a good one.
Very good.
Do it.
Bonus points if you sing
Put him back in, shuffle
the
him up.
entire
Double
song.
them up. Yeah.
Just shuffle.
Bonus points if you sing the entire song. Go.
Oh, no, thank you.
You can't look up the lyrics.
The next one.
Okay.
Anne and Nancy Wilson.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Still got to find it.
Wait,
Here it is.
why is this spelled two different ways?
Is that a penalty?
You didn't spell it right.
Look through there. Look through your cards.
It's in here two different ways.
So put it in the right way.
Did I get it right?
No.
Oh.
Scott, what do you have?
Wait, I thought this was how they spelled it. Oh.
Scott has it.
I had it right the first time. You made me second guess myself.
I didn't know what you had. So for that
can
one,
we get half a point?
I don't like that.
I don't like.
Protest.
I don't like that.
I also
Scott
had no idea what it was, and I just flipped the card over.
Go ahead, Scott. Who is it?
What? What is the question?
What was the answer? Anne and Nancy Wilson.
Read what it said.
Who are they?
Heart.
Heart. They are.
1 point.
Not
for the
only
right
do you
card,
get to lay the
and
card down,
get
you have
3
to
points.
say it.
Okay.
You get 3 points for the correct
So
thing.
Okay.
So if you guys would have got the correct
Yeah.
thing, you would have all got 3 points.
Well,
Does that mean heart to heart's going to be on here?
Oh, there
Well, he was
you go.
first, so he would have got it.
Yeah.
So now we know.
All right. There's not
Heart to heart.
There's-
H-A-R-T.
a few more that are short, but not too many.
Okay.
Tina Turner was curious as to what involvement this had in the matter.
Oh.
Caleb, lay down first.
Just so you know, I seen this musical.
Wait, no.
Tina, the musical.
Caleb? You guys, what do you have? You all get a point? Caleb?
what's love got to do with
What's love got?
Hey,
you get 3
Caleb.
points.
Wait, did I get 2 points then for winning the first one?
What's love?
You got.
I just called to say I love you.
Yeah, you got 3 points. You got 1 point for the right
She
card,
got
3 points.
Yeah.
4, and then so I have 5 points now.
I got 5. I got 5.
I'm going to sit like this so I can keep track of it.
I got
You
5.
keeping track of your points, Scott?
Well,
Yeah.
are we all
Right.
Not easy.
All right.
Yeah, we all should have
5?
5.
Ooh,
right
it's
now.
a three-way tie.
Nice.
Yeah. 3.
Sam
3.
Cooke sang about this individual.
Oh,
Oh, must be this.
So you were first, right?
you know, when
Scott was first, or were you first? Were you right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yours it. Aren't
think you
you
were
in charge of this?
Yes, that was
Okay.
Can we have a playback, please?
That's Cupid. What do you guys got?
Cupid.
1 point each.
Up to 6.
Scott gets 3 for being
that's-
first.
And what's the name of the song?
oh, Cupid, draw back your.
Cupid.
Cupid, draw back your bow.
All right.
That's better. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
great job.
Neil Young was searching for a gold one.
That's it. No, that's not the right one. Ow.
It's not heart to heart. It's heart.
You colored both sides of this. Thanks for telling me, Mom, because I wouldn't have got that right.
Kim,
I don't-
I think
I don't listen to Neil. I don't listen to Neil Young because
Silas, what would the song be?
You gotta lay down the card.
Heart of Gold.
well,
Well, now no one gets 3 points for that.
We knew what it was.
Controversy.
All right.
I don't listen.
you have
I don't
keep
listen to
track of
Neil
your-
Young off of
So who went
Leonard
first?
Skinner's recommendation.
Who got it first?
You had it. Kim.
I don't need him around anyhow.
So 6, 7. I've got 10, I think.
All right. This
According
one
to
7.
I now
be a
have
little
10.
tougher.
According to this thing.
Uh-oh.
Before they were Franks, they were Mitzies.
What?
Before they were Franks, they were Mitzies.
It feels like this game isn't maybe for. Hear me out. Anybody.
Before they
under
were
the age
Franks,
of
they were
50.
Mitzies.
Well, this is, I don't even know this one, so
I don't.
I'll throw that in.
I'm just
there.
going to say this.
Scott first.
Go ahead, Scott.
I have no
What's
idea.
the answer?
Caleb still gotta lay one down.
No, he's got it.
You have to say the answer.
I don't even know.
I know, right? I don't either.
I just threw something down.
I'm just glad this game kept getting harder because it was too easy.
All hard.
Well, it's not.
It goes back and forth.
Okay.
There's an ebb and flow.
This is back-to-back
Is
questions
there?
where I didn't know the answer.
Scott, what's
What
your
do you have, Scott?
heart?
HART.
I put Valentine.
I put Kiss.
And Kim is correct. Wow. Valentine.
Oh!
Do you know the whole answer, possibly?
There's
No.
no way.
My Funny Valentine.
I was gonna say that,
That's
but
it.
should've
My
said it.
Funny Valentine.
Well, that's hilarious.
Frank Sinatra sang
That's
it.
a good,
But before he
chorus.
sang it, someone named Mitzi sang it.
oh,
Okay.
You just said someone named Mitzi. You don't even know who she is. Why would you make that the question?
Mitzi Gaynor.
I didn't know what you know. I don't know if you know or
is
not.
that Gloria's sister?
Mitzi.
Next question.
So that's 11 for me now.
11 for you. What did you have before?
10.
This
Wait a minute. You got it right.
I know, but I didn't.
She didn't
I didn't
get
know
the
the
whole
answer.
thing.
I just knew
Nobody
it.
did.
Well, I
Not
only-
even the host.
Well, I got you minus that one. So
This-
I got 10. That's how I'm trying to keep.
This cheesy 80s slogan suggested to do this instead of narcotics.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know what it is. I just can't find it.
I don't know. I don't know this one.
I just got.
Kim, what do you got? Caleb, what do you have? Very good. You all three got it. And what is it?
Hugs instead of drugs.
Hugs.
Oh, I never heard of that one.
Hugs, not drugs.
That I would actually. I like to poll the judge because that's not what she said.
What is it?
Hugs, not drugs.
Oh gosh.
She said hugs. instead
Fine.
of
I don't
drugs.
need it. 12. I have 12.
It doesn't matter. I have 8, and I'm not gonna get because his next question is probably like, name this song by an obscure artist you've never heard of, who was later sung by an artist you have.
Mitzi. I mean Gaynor. The Mitzi.
No,
Misty. Yeah.
not quite.
Yeah, name this band.
Mr. Nelson just wanted your extra time and this.
Oh, there we go.
Scott,
Kiss.
what do you guys got? Very good. All 1 point for all of you. And Scott?
Prince.
Well, it was Prince, but
Mr. Nelson is Prince.
You already said
The night.
yeah.
the
Kiss.
answer is the answer.
Yes, it
Kiss.
is. That's true.
I
I would have also
you
accepted
want-
your kiss.
Oh, okay. I got you.
All right.
All right. Kim had 12. I had 11.
I have 13
Four.
now.
Now you're up to
You have
14.
14.
Oh, yeah, you're winning.
This one's maybe a little bit obscure.
Oh,
That always worries me because that usually means it's very obscure.
Bow Wow Wow
Oh.
claimed Mickey Mouse was a demon and Tom and Jerry were no solution before asking if you wanted to do this.
I don't think I have that card.
Oops.
Hey.
I mean, you got a 1 in 8 chance.
I don't think
I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I don't
maybe
think I know
it's
it either. I just threw one out.
maybe it's Hold Me.
Scott, what do you got?
That's what I got.
Oh,
Hold Me.
Only.
What do you got?
I got Kiss again. I don't know.
Nice. You two got it correct.
Are you kidding me? I said Hold Me and I put Kiss down.
Should have.
I don't even
Scott,
know
do you
that.
know this song?
Yeah, I've heard it.
Bow wow wow
what's it-
yippee yo
what is it?
yippee yay bow wow yippee yo yippee yay.
What's the title of the song? The complete title of the song.
Oh, jeez. Hold me.
I mean, there's more to it than that.
Okay.
Do you want to hold me?
Oh,
Huh.
sorry. I didn't get it. See, Kim?
I said Hold Me.
All right, 15 for me then.
Just blowing
right.
everybody out of the water and everything.
Connie Francis didn't think he was very smart.
You butt loving.
And Kim, what do you got? Cupid, gentlemen. Cupid.
I don't know.
Kim?
Is it stupid Cupid?
Stupid Cupid.
Oh, it's a good one. Good job,
So
Kim.
that's 17 now, right?
All right.
Yeah, 17.
16.
He wore protective eyewear at the wrong time of day.
You don't know it?
I don't know anything anymore.
I have no idea.
Kim? What do you guys got?
Oof. This is awkward.
We got all different ones.
It would be Corey Hart.
Corey Hart. I wear
Wore
my
sunglasses at night.
Oh, I didn't.
Good job, Kim.
I didn't know who sung that song.
So I have, what, 21?
21.
All right. Sebastian implored you not to say a word, but instead to do this.
I don't know.
I know you two know this.
Yeah, definitely do.
Do you know it, or are you just guessing?
don't
Okay.
And what do you got?
Kiss.
Yes.
Hug.
Kim, what is the complete answer?
Kiss.
Oh, I don't know it either.
Sebastian the crab kissed the girl.
Oh!
Mermaid.
From Little
Shut up and kiss the
Mermaid.
girl.
Oh, good one, Kev.
Well, 22.
He didn't say shut up and kiss the girl.
No. Don't say a word. Kiss the
Oh, I said shut up and kiss the girl?
Yeah.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you said
well,
that.
I knew what I meant.
Okay.
According to Bad Company,
Oh.
Oh.
this was the first Beatles song Johnny heard.
Oh.
Ooh.
Just, next time, just have Scott and Mom do it.
I don't think I have this. I don't. Oh, wait. No. Just not good with this.
Oh, wait. Oh, and I don't know. That's a good one.
Kim, you lay down first.
I put love.
Okay. What do you guys got? Love is correct.
Love
know
me
the song?
do.
Love Me Do.
She's got us.
That was
Taylor.
I didn't know any other.
From Shooting Star.
Oh,
Okay.
Shooting
Was a
Star.
young boy when he heard his first Beatles song.
Yeah,
Love Me Do, I
heard
think
that.
it was.
I've never heard that. I know it.
So what is that now? What did I have before? 22? Did I have 22? 26. I have 26
I
now.
think.
Well, this is fun.
The Thompson twins.
Oh.
Uh-oh. I've got it.
If they could be king for just one day, they'd probably still want you to do this.
This is a reach. I don't know.
And Scott, you lay down first.
Hold me.
Kim?
It's Hold Me?
Yep.
I put love because
Well, that's ridiculous.
love is all you need.
Because everybody knows it's Hold Me.
Haha. And Scott, the complete title.
Hold me now.
Hold Me Now.
Hold me now. Oh.
What do you think,
Caleb.
King for just a day?
Yeah, that was a song.
No, that was just part of the clue.
Well, that's the song that I went to, and love is all you need in that song.
I'll give you a point because you're correct.
Well, then that's 2 points because oh no, that's just one.
Okay,
Never mind.
all right. You're already in the lead.
27.
Yeah,
Pump the
you're
brakes.
well,
I'm sorry, but get it right.
I've got 20.
Oh.
Get it right.
All right. If your furs are psychedelic, then this is probably playing all night long. Ooh, Caleb lays down.
Dang it.
No, because
It's not right. Probably.
I don't know any other
I don't know.
song.
Well,
I can't think of any other song right now other than the one, and it's not in here. And King for Just a Day is just running through my head now.
Here, look at Scott. Close one, Scott. Right down to the wire.
I don't have no. I'm just.
You gotta have something.
It's got to be something in there.
Yeah,
Throw it down.
Just put it down.
I'm just gonna put Love.
Scott.
Love.
That was the wrong answer.
Caleb.
Hold me.
I'm looking for Heart. It was Heartbreak Beat.
Yeah.
All I could think of was Pretty in Pink, and Pink was not in here. Because
Yeah.
And it feels like
Love.
Radio on. If you got Love, I'll give you a point.
Hey!
oh wow. I'm sure that the end result was they were trying to get somebody to hold him.
He gets the point.
Yeah.
I'll give you a point.
All right. It doesn't matter.
So what do I
think
have now?
Nobody cares.
28
Yeah.
or 29?
21.
37.
21. I thought it was Love My Way.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
Oh.
Love. Wow. Yeah, anyway.
Otis had been doing this for quite some time.
Oh.
Sitting on top of the bay.
That's a good one.
Great. It's a great one. I'm having really fun. I'm having fun.
I don't know. This is a tough one.
Is it? Kimberly?
It is.
Love.
What do you guys got?
Ugh.
Hold me.
Hold me.
I've been loving you for so long.
For a long time. For very long. For
No.
ever.
What is...
I've been loving you a little too long.
Oh.
You can't accept that? I mean, come on.
I mean, that's not the answer.
Okay, 28.
Yeah. You have the
All right, I
weight.
have 29,
Now
whatever.
you got 30 because you got the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
We didn't get anything.
No. But we're having fun, Scott, and that's all that matters.
My hands are too weird. I can't. I'm
Yeah.
thinking, I got it. No.
Look, I have tiny thumbs.
My hands are too weird
Short.
too, and I don't know the answers. So
I don't know the answer.
Robert Wagner was Jonathan.
Oh, yeah.
And Stephanie Powers was Jennifer.
I knew this was going to be in here. Oh, and I pulled out the wrong one.
Lay down a card, Caleb.
Oh, it's
Scott?
this one.
Heart. H-A-R-T.
And what is the answer?
Heart to heart. I even said that was going to be in here.
You did. Yeah.
I pulled out the wrong one.
Poor Caleb. Gonna have to do some more 90s trivia.
or just music that was made,
Heart to Heart was a TV show, though.
Well, how would I know? When was it on? How many seasons?
It was on pretty...
Answer the question, Kevin.
It was a pretty popular TV show then.
That's not what I asked.
85.
85.
5 seasons, you think?
Maybe.
I don't think so. They didn't even show it in reruns when I was a kid. Clearly not that big of a deal.
It's not a rerun kind of show.
Yeah, because it wasn't good.
25.
Sure.
How many you got, Kim? No.
I still have 30.
24. 30?
Because I got it
Put the
wrong.
wrong heart now.
Oh.
Well,
4 to... Man, I got a ways to
speaking
go, guys.
of current music, the Isley Brothers
Speaking
was
of-
broke 1,000 times.
Come on.
Kim,
Heart.
gentlemen,
Valentine.
It's hard.
it's hard.
Oh,
But I don't know the line, so...
shoot.
This old heart of mine.
Oh. Did you know it was that
one? No, I'm just singing it.
So 31.
Good job.
Some people called him Maurice,
Space.
but others referred to him as this. Kim, you lay down first.
Love.
Gentlemen,
Cupid.
Oh.
It's love.
It's the gangster of love.
Oh, I thought he said Cupid, didn't
that's all right.
it? That's
So
all right.
that's what? 35 now.
No one cares. I mean, we're having fun.
We're having fun.
Gritty Politti named part of their mid-'80s album after this individual.
Yeah. Come on. That's the last one I went through.
You lay down first, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Do you know the answer?
Stupid Cupid? I don't know the answer.
And you can steal because she doesn't know.
Cupid and the Psych 85.
That's correct.
Wow.
I've got it.
Man,
He is angry about that one.
You're lucky you got it, because if it would have went to me, man, I've been all over it. No idea how much I knew the answer
No,
to
I
that.
got that. I have that
We're
album.
close to the end.
Yeah.
Hippies wanted you to do this instead of engaging in hostilities.
Oh, yeah.
I think I have that card. That's a good joke.
I don't. It could have been anything.
So what do I have now?
No one cares. You're winning. You can,
What was the last score?
we've mathematically been
40?
eliminated.
6? Was it 46?
Yeah.
Was it
So
46?
I had 47 because I got the answer right, but not the answer right.
Can you just do it?
Kim,
Love.
gentlemen,
Love.
and the answer,
Make love, not war.
correct.
Oh.
So 60.
What?
Wait.
Oh, you went from
50.
46.
Yeah, I was going to say, was there a multiplier?
There's no way we're
Yeah.
Oh, it was a bonus round.
50.
50.
Oh, classic Kim keeping her own math.
I don't even know what my numbers are. For real. No.
Edgar's gave him away.
Edgar's. I don't know.
I don't know this.
You laid down first.
I know. Heart.
Okay.
Hard.
Caleb. And the answer,
Cupid.
Telltale
Telltale
Heart.
Heart.
yep, that is correct.
54.
What did you say?
Edgar's gave
Yeah.
him away.
Edgar's gave him away?
Edgar.
It's Telltale Heart.
But it should be Edgar.
Yeah.
Edgar's, plural. It's his possessive.
Edgar's.
Oh, Edgar's
gave him-
heart.
Yeah.
Gave him
Edgar's
away.
gave
Gotcha.
his away.
Yeah.
That was very misleading.
I wasn't trying to mislead.
Well, you didn't have to. You succeeded.
Kim's
Last
got
question.
75.
The final question.
Okay.
Oh.
As time goes by, you must remember this.
Oh.
I can't find it. My thumbs won't let me.
See, that's what I always get. My thumbs are just. There it is.
And the answer is
Kiss.
Kiss.
A kiss is...
Scott's right.
This is just a kiss. You
I would
must
have also
remember this because-
accepted love or heart for that one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but all the others just only had one answer.
No, because I wasn't thinking enough.
Okay. Well, I've got.
But I did accept it.
I've got 72.
Hopefully,
No,
if you're at home, you're keeping score.
Kim's one.
I don't know what my score was at the
You
end.
can leave a message and let us know.
Who won? Did I win?
Did I?
Maybe Caleb
Could've
pulled
been
in the
Caleb.
stretch.
Yeah,
He had a few.
Could have done it. Well, we want to thank Kim for being here with us.
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah.
Kim.
You're
And,
welcome.
and Dad, thank you. That game was a lot of fun.
Hey, I got some laughs.
Yes, I've got some
I had a great time. I knew everything. You definitely didn't do anything deceptive. And we had fun. We had a good time.
pulling from your particular pool of
Yeah.
of awareness and
Oh, yeah.
It's right down your alley. Yeah.
Well, it's always good when all the questions were when you were physically on the earth. You know? Oh, none of them you said? Yeah, that's right. Not a single one, ladies and gentlemen.
This game's under protest, possibly.
You knew a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
I sense some anger.
I knew I knew almost none of the things. And the ones I did know, you put a shroud over it with
A shroud.
with weird verbiage
You put a shroud.
and questionable possessives.
That's fine. I tried my best.
I know you did.
Oh, shoot.
Well, I think we should all be grateful that our ratings are going to go up because we have our special guest star.
Yeah.
Will this be the second most viewed?
No. Yours isn't the first.
Oh, okay. Well, then.
It's not. It's football.
That's right.
Oh, that's right.
Gridiron.
Yeah,
a classic, some would say. Or maybe one of our worst. Nobody knows.
That's right. 'Cause it was depends on how you.
How you look at it.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. People are going to love this game. It's a good time.
Hey, then it should get really high scores
good,
or high ratings.
Because I hated it.
Because you didn't think that one went so well either, right?
I didn't have a good time. If I had to be honest.
I mean, at the other one.
Oh no, I didn't think. I thought it bombed.
And everybody has watched it,
That's
so
true.
maybe this will be. It'll rank right up there.
Yeah.
Show a little love.
rank's a good
Show
word
some
for it.
love. Give us a heart.
I liked it, Kev.
A like.
It's like in there. Hit the button.
Yeah.
This is our
Hold me.
This is our final segment.
It is.
Yeah. Good night.
The Whatchagonnawannado podcast is brought to you by Scott Dog Productions and is made possible by viewers like you.